This is a brief video to talk about GEC's online education with really a focus on our study models, number one, and also customization for clients, number two. Really, we have 4 study models and they stack up on each other. So like the first model is the lightest model, that's pure self-study with parent support. The second model, we add peer study, so there's peer support. The third model, we add to that online GEC teachers, and so there's more support. And finally, we add the classroom component with the L1 teacher. So we always recommend that we go to the 4th model. Of course, it has the most support, but GEC will back up and support any type or any of these models, and of course we can customize them as per particular client needs. Now for the self-study model, we want to talk about engagement first. First of all, we have what we call real-time indicators inside the student lab. And here we can see some little bit of competition between students in this area. Over here on the other side, we have stats about their progress as they work through the curriculum. Down here we have a language level indicator that tells what the student's current language level is. And then we also have engagement. We have gamification. Now there's different settings on how the students can receive games, how much they can play. When it comes to support, we have notifications that will go either to the students only, or to the parents, or to both the students and the parents. And so we call this a scaling up, escalating the notifications from the students to the parents. And finally, also for engagement and support, we have basically badges and coins and points, gamification in the program. Now, for the study group model, we have the GEC classroom where the students can log in and actually study together. There are many other elements, support systems for group study. For example, we can pair the students up in study partners or study groups here, and then they can work together on certain projects, certain assignments. So we can also track their attendance, automatically track their attendance as the students perform in the system. And so based on the scheduler there, we can then it automatically tracks their attendance in a class, so it takes some weight off the teachers. Then when they're studying together in a discussion format, there's different student roles. Like there's a conductor role. Here we can see, and also a reader and also an answerer role. So we can track how often the students communicate in these ways. And then when we pair them up in the student groups, they can actually work on a note taker together. We can give them assignments in a paired setting. But there's multiple ways the students can work together. Now when we add a teacher model, the teacher has all of these tools available that we've already talked about, the real-time indicators, notification escalation, and then as we mentioned before, groups and peers. Now we have ways for the students and teachers to communicate. Then we also have the town hall meeting style of discussion, and then also the reward system, which we discussed all of that. Now when we add a brick and mortar component to the classroom, and L1 teachers can be in the classroom supporting the system, but we can also add to them a GEC online teacher. And that online teacher can either be with the co-teacher in the classroom, or they can teach as an auxiliary session at home. So, you'd have the L1 teacher in the school here, and you'd have the GEC teacher at home following up in a different session. Of course, we can have just the L1 teacher, or we could have the GEC teacher serving in those different roles. And GEC can even source teachers to move into a certain country or certain venue in order to teach locally in the schools, if that's a model that interests a partner. Now for programs and curriculum, we have a list of curriculum, but here just generally for elementary programs we cover these categories. And then for middle school we cover more categories here as listed. And then for high school we have more advanced programs for high school students, as you can see here listed. Here are some of the principles of GEC, but one party we want to focus on is Bruce here with the TEFL International. Of course, as mentioned here in this text, TEFL International has been running for some nearly 30 years in Asia, training TEFL certified teachers. And through TEFL International, we have a massive repository of certified English teachers in Asian time zones that are available to us. And we view this as an asset, as a value asset for GEC, our relationship with Bruce there. Now, with regard to curriculum customization, our perspective is that basically no program is going to be perfect out of the gate. So we wanted to customize for specific partners. So as we work together over time, we'll find that there are opportunities to improve the program as we get feedback from our main clients and downstream clients from them, and our tech teams, everything, are here to do that. So finally, we appreciate you taking the time to view this. This PowerPoint will be provided to you so you can peruse through it at your own speed, but thank you.